Every day, the sun rises in the eastern horizon and sets in the west. Even though the heliocentric theory has dominated in these modern times, our minds still operate according to the Ptolemaic theory from hunter-gatherer times. My body, my desires, and my unconscious, they're all thinking different things than my actual consciousness. I'm locked up in this fleshy prison known as my body, and I can't run away from it. Where is my soul? In my heart that will continue beating until my death? In my cerebellum that's connected to my sensory cell neurons? Either way, they're nothing more than lumps of meat. Even when I place my hand on my face like this, it feels like I'm wearing a thick glove and I'm trying to search for the face that lies behind my mask. Where is my real self? Is that why she sought out that other world? Was it her special way of seeking her real self? Is one's real self actually there? My gaze shifts from the empty living room to the door to her room, even though I know she's in neither place. No one knocks on the door, and there's no way anyone will come out. That's why I... Who is it? At a time like this... No, what time is it now? As I shield my eyes from the brightness before me, I head for the phone. If it were my cell phone, then I wouldn't have to do this.
Hi.
Hinata? 私
And a picture phone. About time, huh? Well, I know we have Skype these days, but yeah.
なんだ、Sakuyaか。
もう、なんだとご挨拶ね。一体誰からだと思ったのかしら？
そりゃ誰って。
Who indeed? Dad? No, Dad said he'd be late. He wouldn't call me. Even if he did, he knows perfectly well that all that would do is put me in a bad mood. If that's the case...
まあ、いいわ。ねえねえ、大丈夫？
何が？
だって、あの後早退しちゃったんでしょ？
ああ、そのことか。大丈夫だよ。心配いらない。
Am I okay? In regards to what, or whom? Even I don't know. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm probably just saying that to convince myself.
授業の進度なら出なくてもわかるから。
でも私、一生懸命ノート取ったんだよ。
Come to think of it, I do think I came up with that excuse when I ran away from Sakuya.
今からそっち行こうか？
必要ない。メールで転送してくれ。
でもだって直接説明した方がわかりやすいこともあるし。
ちゃんとノート取ってくれたんだったら説明されなくてもわかるよ。じゃあ、そういうことで。
待ってよ。
まだ何か？
何かっていうか、心配で。
だから、授業の件は。
そうじゃなくて、ひなたのことが心配なんじゃないよ。
僕の？
だから、早退しちゃったから、健康とか、ほら、いろいろ。
ああ、そう。
I hold back the words, "It's none of your concern." But I don't know how else I should answer. Why does Sakuya meddle in my affairs so much? Well, she cares about you. You've been friends since, well, for a very long time.
あのさ、何か困ったことがあったり、悩んでることがあったら、気軽に相談してね。
ああ。
What does Sakuya even know about what's going on in my head? In the first place, people can't look into other people's minds. Well, that's true, but if you just told her something...
一人で抱え込まないでね。私たち幼馴染なんだよ。内緒事は嫌だよ。
So you're saying that there's not a single secret you're hiding from me? If there's any childhood friends of the opposite sex at our age who don't keep secrets from each other, then I'd like to see them.
わかってるって。
But I answer with this. I'm not worried about anything, I don't seek anything, and I don't desire anything. From now on, that's how it will always be for me, up to the mercy of the world. I don't want to know Sakuya's secrets. I don't have time to be thinking about other people's affairs. There's a lot of things I have to do as it is.
じゃあ
But what are these things that I must do? Sitting like this in the darkness, running away and contemplating? Continuing to search for answers that will never come?
わかった。じゃあ、メールで送っとくね。明日また元気に会おうね。
うん、明日。
Divided by zero. A singularity in math whose answer will never appear for eternity. That's why people decide to accept things whose answer will never appear. So why do troublesome things happen? There are situations that you can't undo. You can't cry over spilled milk. Accepting that is a way of life for people who have been left behind. This room is my world. Or rather, a place where I can feel a sense of reality. And over there is a lone cactus that just sits there. It bears its loneliness, not needing much watering. No, the cactus doesn't even need to bear it. It doesn't feel loneliness. Even though it's in this room, why does it cover its body in an armor of sharp thorns? To protect itself from someone? What do you hope to gain by having that form? Don't all flowers want to bloom? When I'm with plants, I start to wax philosophical. When I become self-aware of that, I instantly become depressed. The world is once again beginning to be shrouded in fake-looking mist. I walk over to my bedside and try opening the window. I gaze out the window and quietly survey the city. Every house that has people in it has the lights on in the rooms they're in. They look like flames in the darkness. And when I look up, I see the nearly full moon in the sky. If I reached my hand out, would it reach it? I reach up as high as I can and try to grasp it. Of course, the only thing in my hand grasps is air. Under the moonlight, I continue to stare at the moon without any clue as to when it'll stop, or when I'll stop. At the very least, I can say this act is something I want to do. I search for the moon in my dreams. Wait, where are you going? Why are you staying quiet? Why won't you say anything? There's something I have to talk to you about. There's something I have to tell you. So stop moving. If you can hear my voice, then I want you to listen to me. Even though these words still can't come out of my mouth even now, I'm always screaming them in my heart. This time, I'll definitely convert these feelings into words. So, why can't I catch her? Why are my legs always so slow? They should be more than fast enough to catch up with her. So, why? When I look up, I see...
追いつけない。
Someone mutters this.
あいつに追いつけない。もう永遠に。
Even though I know that voice is coming out of my own throat, I needed a little time to realize that.
僕は
Just what the hell is going on? What's a dream? What's fact? What's fiction? What's real? The distinction between them is starting to become vaguer and vaguer. My cell phone rests at my bedside. The words on the display are, "You have one unread email." My hands are trembling. I stare at the display for a little while. If I open that email, I'll never be able to return to reality. That's what it feels like.
バカバカしい。
At any rate, it's just some spam. If something like that is capable of making me unable to put my worries at ease, then I can't live in this new era. Get a hold of yourself, Aoi Hinata. The title of this one is, Hey, Oni-chan!
ほうほう。なかなか手の込んだスパムじゃないか。
The name of the sender is Mutsuki. This is the third email they've sent me. She's dead, so there's no way I'd get any emails from her. I'll just block this address. Email has been deleted. Would you like to block this address?
もちろんこうだ。どうだ参ったか。これでもうお前に悩まされたりしないぞ。もうこれで永遠に。
The instant I say that, I'll never see her again for all of eternity?
これは
Didn't I wake up earlier? And then I deleted that email.
やっぱり夢だったか。
I wiped the sweat on my forehead off with the back of my hand. When I tried to begin changing my clothes, I realized something unpleasant. Since I deleted that email, there's no way that can be right. Was that a dream or a reality? Investigating that would be simple. All I'd have to do is check my blocked address list. That's all. That's why I...
今日もちゃんと来たね。感心感心。
Sakuya.
Haven't I seen this scene before? Isn't this a replay of what happened yesterday morning? If I recall correctly, then right after this, she tugged at my ear.
やっぱり具合悪そうだね。風邪でもひいた？
いや、多分大丈夫。
そう。
It seems like it was just a groundless fear of mine. When I look at my cell phone, the display says that it's April 27th, so in other words, a day has passed since then. Well, that's obvious.
それで、ちゃんとご飯食べたの？
Now that I think about it, I can't remember if I ate anything after yesterday's breakfast. Ah, you must be hungry.
まさか、食べてないんじゃないでしょうね。
そんな怒ることじゃないだろ。
I should feel at least slightly dizzy. Nonetheless, it's a fact that I don't have any appetite whatsoever. What's going on with my body?
そんな、だったらひなたのお父さんは何をしてたの？
そういえば、帰ってきた形跡がなかった。
なんですって？
なんだよいきなり、大声なんか出したりして。
だって、それは。
Because my head feels kind of full today, I didn't check the information display column. Even though I was so clear-headed yesterday, I feel extremely stupid today.
まあ、話は後。早く乗った。
It isn't as crowded today as it was yesterday. When I check the time, I see it's on time today. Even though I live the same way every day, that detail has changed.
はい。
これは？
Sakuya suddenly opens her bag and produces a bento box. It's crammed with eggs, spinach, fried seafood, octopus-shaped wieners, and various multicolored garnishments.
早く食べちゃいなさい。バスが着くまでに。
でもこれ、Sakuyaの昼ご飯だよ。
昼は一緒に学食に行くの。
でも、
体は正直よの。
そんな悪代官みたいな。
ほら、よだれ。
自分でできるよ。
Although I say this, I realize that I don't have the persuasive power I had yesterday. Today is also sunny. The spring wind begins to flow as if it's blowing away all my depression. It blows everything away with it, leaving only me.
でもさ。
何？
お互い家に片親しかいないと大変だよねって思って。
父さんはうちにはほとんどいないよ。
まあ、そうなんだけどね。
From the first time I met her, Sakuya's had no mother or siblings, at the very least none that I've seen. The only family I know she has is her stony-faced, nearly inhuman-looking father. Sakuya's home situation is almost the same as mine is now. She's alone even when she comes home. Has Sakuya always been under that impression ever since she was a child?
でも、私にはナナがいるから。
誰？
7よ、7。もう、忘れちゃったの？
ああ、7ね。7ちゃんね。
To be honest, I don't remember anything. Well, to be honest, the name is resonating to something in the corners of my mind, but I can't remember anything. Just what was it?
いいわ。たとえひなたが忘れたって、私は一生忘れないから。
一生か。
That feels both such a long, time, that feels both like such a long and short time simultaneously. What she said just now makes it seem like I gave Sakuya something. But with my mind as foggy as it is today, I can't figure it out for the life of me.
あの子とも一緒にね。
あのことって？
ここにいるニブチンさんは、どうせ何にも覚えてないんでしょ？
面目ない。どうした？
本当に具合悪いみたいね。
だからどうしてそうなるんだよ。
だっていつもだったらもう少し噛みついてくるのに張り合いないな。
If I'd snarled at her, it's obvious she'd just complain about it. Geez, women's hearts are way too difficult. Now that I think about it, it feels like she worried about this kind of stuff in the past as well.
あ、
思い出した？どうして同じなの？ナナは一人しかいないんだもん。
This must be a younger Sakuya.
あの子と一緒じゃ嫌なんだもん。ひなた？ひなた？
I remembered. Nana was the name of Sakuya's rabbit. But that's something that's also connected to her.
ひなた、大丈夫？今からでも学校休む？
体調のせいじゃない。
I barely managed to say this.
じゃあどうして？
咲夜が僕にいらないことを思い出させるから。
そうだったの。ごめんね。
咲夜。
Feelings of guilt pierced me through the heart. Sakuya's done nothing wrong. Even so, I blamed it on her. I really am the most pathetic excuse there is for a man and a human being.
昨日の話だけどさ。何が？ほら、月食の事件の犯人。ただのマシントラブルちゃうの？いや、それがさ、受験に失敗してむしゃくしゃしている浪人生が腹いせにやったらしい。お前昨日うちの生徒がやったって言うてへんけど。そんな昔のことは覚えちゃいないね。よかった。じゃあその件はそういうことで返せよ、500円。
Those two guys are the same as ever. I turn away from them.
ねえねえ、さくちゃんとこにも来た？来たって？これこれ。ああ、これこれ。やっぱ来てたのね。よかった。よくないよ。なんだか気味が悪い。なんだかロマンチックじゃない？君のいるところがどこだろうと、僕は必ず探し当てるみたいな。
Sounds more like a stalker to me. Huh? What are they talking about?
緑、あんた脚色しすぎでしょ。でもこれってそういう意味だと思うよ。そうかもしれないけど、思い込みは良くないよ。ただのスパムかもしれないんだしさ。でも、添付の URL 行ってみたけど。あんたそれうかつすぎ。大丈夫だったよ。ただのゲームの案内。でもあんた、そういうスパムはリンク先なんて押しちゃダメなんだからね。今度から気をつけるね。本当にもう。
That email? That was most likely an email sent to a large number of people. If that's the case, then it seems I was really overthinking it when I thought it was specifically targeting me.
そういえば、バビロンだっけ？お、早速行ってみましたか。ちょうどタイミングよく招待メールが来てたからさ。お前はほんま運がええな。なんせ昨日最終シナリオって噂されてるアッシュール、太陽の翼編が始まったんやからな。
Ashur, the guardian deity of the Assyrian Empire, represented as a bearded man drawing a bow in the center of a sun disk with wings. His name shares the same etymology with the Assyrian Empire as well as its capital city, Ashur. The Assyrian kings ruled as a conduit to the god Ashur. To the Assyrians, a contract with the empire was the same as a contract to the god. They believed that if they did not severely punish those who violated such contracts, they themselves would be punished by the god. Thus, wars with Assyria were taken to be crusades, and Assyrians brutally murdered their enemies to the best of their ability.
んで、その後に復活シナリオが来るんだろ？
いや、まあ、そうなったら嬉しいやんけ。
結局お前って資本主義に踊らされてるのな。
って言うけどな、今回のシナリオやったらお前今まで伝説のベールに包まれてた熱心が降臨するって話やで。
お前、恥ずかしいからリアルな会話で熱心とか言うなよ。
The conversations and topics from yesterday are linking together as they blend. I'd be lying if I said that it wasn't on my mind, but that doesn't concern me. I don't like sticking my nose in places where it doesn't belong.
Hinata?
I feel like I heard a voice calling out to me from behind, but I pay it no heed. For now, I decide to try heading to the infirmary. It'd be nice if Yayoi-sensei is actually there this time. Huh? Ouch. When I open my eyes, I see a girl in front of me. The assorted textbooks and the like that she was carrying have scattered all over the floor. She's fallen quite splendidly yet again. She's just been getting into accident after accident since yesterday. Was this accident now yet another case of bad luck for her? These random thoughts flow through my head.
どこ見てるのよ。ぼさっとしてると弾き飛ばすわよ。
I'm instantly stunned by your behavior.
弾き飛ばされたのは君の方だろ。
なんですって？嫁入り前の娘になんてことするのよ。傷物にでもなったら責任取ってもらうからね。
Does this girl even understand what she's saying right now?
それは悪かったよ。でもそのくらいだったら大丈夫。残る傷にはならないと思う。
いちいち反抗的なやつね。そんなことよりも、はい。ねえ、早く。
何を？
この手を見てわからない？
Her hand? What does she mean? Huh? Wait, is she saying...
慰謝料取る気？
Oh, come on, Hinata.
アホー！んなわけあるか！起きるのに手を貸してって言ってるのよ。レディーに対して常識でしょ。ったく気の利かないやつね。
ああ、そういうことですか。はいはい。
Up you go. I pull the girl up, pick up her books, and reluctantly hand them over.
今度から気をつけなさいね。もう。
The girl leaves while mumbling and grumbling to herself. Oh brother, such a noisy girl. Huh? Come to think of it, I feel like I've seen that girl somewhere before. Where was it again?
ああ、そうだ。
She's the girl who missed the bus? Or she's the girl I saw at the front of the school? Well, you know, she doesn't seem to act quite like the one that missed the bus. So I'm gonna say she's the girl I saw at the front of the school. I finally remembered. She's the girl I saw in front of the school. But what a meeting. Even though it doesn't seem like we're very compatible people, it feels like we have some sort of bond. While thinking about these trivial things, my current destination comes into view. My head calms down a little, for behind this door is the one person who understands my heart. This is Yayoi's room. Knock first, okay?